Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I'm David Schonacher, licensed PE with the Avanti Group, giving you a State of the Union. It is June 2nd, 2024. Reminder, my name is David Schonacher. I'm a licensed professional engineer out of Tampa, Florida. I own the Avanti Group and per se flbarndo.com. That is my creation, my way of educating the public about the use of hybrid single-family homes, dwellings, using red iron structures and other things in Florida, right? So I want to give you just a quick reminder about who we are, how you can get kind of current information on what's going on, give you guys a little State of the Union for June. So this is our Facebook page, the Avanti Group. Again, not to be confused with flbarndo.com. My engineering firm is the Avanti Group Inc. AvantiTampa.com is the website for my engineering firm. We do more than just barn dominiums. We design, industrial buildings, warehouses, retail, you name it. We pretty much do it. But flbarndo.com is sort of its own little entity that is within my company that specializes and focuses on clients that are building barn dominiums in Florida, right? We do cover all of Florida. So here's our Facebook page. Please go here for the most current information as it relates to ongoing projects, right? And then if you go to photos, albums, you'll see Chitty Road Barndominium. There's a lot of talk about that. That is my personal, me and my wife's personal barndominium that is under construction and almost complete, okay? If you take the time to look at these pictures and watch all the videos, you will have experienced the totality of construction with me, obviously fragmented. We are still currently doing some private and public tours of it as we wrap it up. So there's that. So again, that's my Facebook page. This is our YouTube channel. I do have an Avanti Group YouTube channel and an FL Barndo YouTube channel. That's, again, to segregate the information. I want our Barndo clients to feel, good about having their own place here. You'll notice here, this is where all the videos are that are little small 2 to 3 minute educational topics regarding, things that come into barn dominium construction. So if you come here, it answers a lot of your questions that you might have, and it better educate you as you enter this thought process as to whether or not a barn dominium is right fit for you and where to go from here, right? And then, of course, flbarndo.com. The website's not, super comprehensive, to be honest with you. It's a very simple landing page that just says, hey, this is who we are. Here's a PDF of the floor plans that we have to date. Here's some videos of barn dominiums that have been completed, which are old. We got many more now, to be honest with you. Some FAQs, how to get a hold of us. And again, we're an engineering firm. I'm not really going to spend a ton of money making the most amazing website in the world. So please feel free, if you're a landowner and you're ready to pursue this potential dream of barn dominium, contact us. We give you our time. We promise you that. My staff, Sandy and the admin, Jamila in design, Laura, myself, all the builders that are in our purvey, they're all here to help you basically along that way, right? So that's who we are. Some updates just to give you some love here. This is our latest update on the Chitty Road Barndominium. It's a comprehensive walkthrough showing, cabinets are in, trims in. We're doing touch-up paint this week, countertops, electrical trim out, plumbing trim out next week, inspections, and we're ready to rock. I'm hoping I'm moving in soon. So that's exciting. What else is out there? I do want to share with you, there's 2 general contractors that are building most of our clients' barn dominiums. So I would defer you to them. JTC Consulting Services, who shows a lot of his, current construction projects that are barn dominiums all over Central Florida. And then you got JPB, which is John Brown, who's also doing the same thing. Again, got the Carter Barndominium going on in Plant City, got Arcadia, the Rybar Barndominium in Arcadia, which is at drywall this week, actually. Super excited about that. So again, defer to them for other information, contact them directly for site visits, things like that. They're all here to help you. They're all here to help you navigate budget, time frame, etc. The last part of the puzzle might be Miss Wendy, at Bell Bank. If you're not familiar with her, make sure you're contacting her or Farm Credit or someone like that if you have questions about getting, a bank loan regarding a barn dominium. Okay, they are doing it. There's no problems doing barn dominiums, so there's that. All right, so I'm at 5 minutes already. Quick State of the Union. With regards to barn dominiums, we, of course, I would say the momentum. We have extreme amount of momentum. I've been designing these and building these, throughout Central Florida now for, oh goodness, over 5 years. I've been designing over 20 years, but the contractor network that we currently have has been building them for the last 4 or 5 years pretty consistently and scaling at mass. To my knowledge, we currently have well over 20 of these under construction right now. Just in our small network of contractors, we have no less than 20, in permitting and coming out of permitting to be built in the Central Florida area. And I say Central Florida, I'm talking about Citrus County down to Lee County, basically on the west coast of Florida. Contractors out of Tampa are not servicing the East Coast per se, nor North Florida, north of Citrus County. So we have an enormous amount of momentum and work happening in our area in Central Florida. And we're super happy about that, super proud of it. Excited to share these unique experiences with you. Long story short, cost wise, money, we're seeing pricing stabilize. We're not seeing significant increases on anything. We're not seeing any significant decreases on anything either. So that's fun. Contractors are doing a pretty decent job of delivering buildings and putting buildings up. We are having, some delays here or there, windows, doors, panels, parts missing, things like that. Sort of normal construction, ups and downs. We're having pretty decent subcontractor responses. Most of our subcontractors are being reliable and helpful, et cetera, et cetera. So no major issues there. We are trying to improve internally, just so you know. We're working really, really hard on our internal processes to create more interior renderings, interior design, and potentially more selection processes to help the general contractors in their process of build. Basically help the owner see the space better, quicker, pick selections earlier to, just kind of make that process go better. So we're working on that. 5 years ago, I wouldn't say that we are on the cusp of being a custom home builder, but here we are with, 30 plus barndominiums either complete or under construction right now. So whether I like it or not, we're participating with a group of network contractors who are building a significant amount of custom homes. JTC alone has, I think 12 projects going vertical at this time. JPB has 5 and plenty more coming. Like that's actually a pretty significant number for a small to medium sized contractor, so to speak, in our area. So we're improving our stuff. We're improving our meeting spaces at Avanti headquarters to include more, selection process stuff, rooms, and just making room for more staff. We're scaling contractors. We're storing equipment. We got storing materials. We're converting my warehouse to more material storage, stuff like that. It's actually pretty insane, pretty fun stuff. We haven't done any, move on to education. So we haven't done any educational stuff lately or invited you to any seminars. We in the last couple, it's summertime. I didn't really want to fight that. If you guys have a desire to or need information, just contact us directly. Talk to Sandy, Jamila, myself, John Cook, John Brown, anybody, and just get educated on what we're doing through a private meeting. If you would like more, if you want more seminars, if there's a need for that, please feel free to continue to reach out. I promise you, if there's a need, I'll stop what I'm doing on a Saturday and do it. The Chitty Road Barndominium is my personal house, so we're excited to continue to give tours for a short amount of time, but quite frankly, we probably will slow that down at some point as we move in and start to transition our life into that space. Once we get in, we probably will be hospitable and have some open houses, some parties and stuff, and invite some people over, but I will be a little bit less, inviting of people I don't know, so to speak. So there's that. We have a lot of great, beautiful barndominiums under construction right now. And I apologize. The contractors are not always the best at, doing marketing. So they're not showcasing them. But I mean, I got to tell you, I am so impressed. John Cook, John Brown, EC Buildings out of, Citrus County, Spring Hill. A lot of owner builders, believe it or not, are building their own right now. And they've done such an amazing job. And it's not easy. It's hard. They're going through a lot of hard stuff, and but man, they're doing a great job. We have some beautiful, beautiful barndominiums coming together right now, and I am so excited about it. That's all the positives. A little bit on the negative, I will say that the building departments are getting challenging. They're not challenging me per se, or the totality of what we're doing in the red iron barndominium thing, but I will say that, just in general, all municipalities are getting more complicated in the recent year regarding single family dwellings. So I just don't, I don't want to overstate it or understate it. Having the right design professional is imperative to getting your permit in a decent manner and having less issues during construction with inspection and best practices. Having a good set of plans, having a good contractor who's competent in this sort of construction, who's competent in permitting in the jurisdiction in question, are all key factors to a successful project. So I just can't understate that enough. Obviously, we do the best we can to combat any ongoing, code interpretations and things related to the unique way that we build these. But I'm still meeting with staff. I met with Hillsborough County staff just last month in a Zoom call, and we hashed out some concerns about other projects, not mine necessarily, but other projects that were not being built well. And the county was wanting to basically raise the bar for the content of the plans to give more detail about water tightness and weather tightness. And it puts the onus on us to do a better job as an engineer for you. It also puts, a little pressure on everybody for the contractor and the builder and the erectors to do things right. And there is some kickback now from Pasco County that we're currently going through and experiencing. And this is par for the course. I'm not scared of it. I'm not concerned about it, of course. The long-term viability of what we're doing, the metal building construction, is normal. Sometimes we just see bad projects, and building inspectors and building officials do get anxiety about that, and they create pushback. And we do what we can as design professionals to solve the problems, make sure that we're doing best practices, make sure we're following the intent of the code, and make sure our details correlate to what is being done in the field correctly. As long as that normalizes, we would hope that in the next year or so, we would not see any, new issues, so to speak. But due to the fact that these barndominiums are just, honestly, they're not always one thing. They're not metal building, they're not post frame, they're not two buildings. You just get bad information, and building officials don't know what to do with it sometimes. So with me, with Avanti Group, we stay focused. 90% of our projects are red iron barndominiums built in the same construction practices. So we have a lot of consistent effort and design plans and stuff that make them feel better and more agreeable, and inspectors, it helps them. So anyways, that's where I'm at with that. I hope that helps. If you guys have any more questions about barndominiums and stuff, reach out to us. We're here for you. Again, I'm just one engineer in the state of Florida. I am not selling buildings. I'm not a builder. I'm not a contractor. My son is a contractor. My friend is, and my other friend is, etc. We're here to help you, but I'm here to be a resource for people, to continue to educate you about barndominiums, continue to educate you on the status of barndominiums. And also I want to just couple words of caution. Maybe there are a lot of bad people out there, a lot of bad predatory contractors. I'm not even gonna say builders or Barndo people or this and that. There's just bad people out there. We're not perfect either. We definitely are struggling to keep pace with some things. Our more complicated projects struggling. We don't make every client happy. That's just not, unfortunately, a normal occurrence. But I will say that there's a lot of bad contractors out there. So please do not get, fixated on a certain group of people and give people a lot of money without, in return getting what you paid for, so to speak. If you feel any anxiety whatsoever about the way things are progressing, make sure you stop and regroup a little bit. Excuse me. There are some things that I still hold in my heart are not positive for this particular, barndominium world. One is two buildings. I'm not a fan of carport buildings, two buildings that are steel. I just don't think they perform well in high wind events. I don't think they meet some of the intent of the code as it relates to weather tightness and habitability and things like that. I think that's going to unfortunately continue to shake out. Are people building 2 buildings and putting homes inside of them currently and getting permits? Yes. Will that be in the future? I don't think so, but we'll see. Pole barns and post frame, same thing. I don't believe people should live in pole barn homes. That doesn't mean it's not being done. People are buying pole barns and making homes out of them. I do not think that's the future of the industry. I think that'll get smoked out eventually, but I'm just one person doing the best that I can. So, to each their own. There are pole barn homes out there that have been built, permitted, built, and CO'd in the state of Florida, and they're currently existing with financing, without financing, you name it, all kinds of things. All right, I hope that helps. I know it's already been too long. 15 minutes is long enough. State of the Union. I hope you guys made it to the end of this video. If you did, please like and subscribe our channel. We'd appreciate that, just so we continue to get more educational topics out to people as it relates to barndominiums. Basically, God bless you guys. I hope that you have a blessed day. See you soon.